Something that we hear a lot about in pregnancy is folic acid and making sure that we're getting enough of it from our prenatal vitamin and then also in our diet because it can help to prevent neural tube defects. One thing that I don't see a lot of people talk about is the fact that a lot of our foods, specifically grain foods, are actually fortified with extra folic acid, and this was started in efforts to help decrease the prevalence of neural tube defects. With January being National Birth Defect Awareness Month, I wanted to share 3 different recipes that focus on adding in folic acid into your diet through fortified enriched grain foods. Here's an example of some of the foods that you can be adding to your cart in order to increase the amount of folic acid that you're consuming from your diet. So we have things like broccoli, 1 cup of pasta, 2 slices of white bread. We have some beans on here as well. Now let's talk about how can we take these ingredients and actually turn them into pregnancy-friendly meals that are going to keep us full and satisfied, and they're also balanced, but they're also packing in some of that extra folic acid. This first recipe is one of my favorites because if there is one food that I have loved throughout my entire pregnancy, even in the first trimester trenches, it is pasta. Both pasta and broccoli were in our grocery cart for extra folic acid. So these are 2 great additions that you can make to your plate. The pasta is going to provide us with some carbohydrates as well. And the broccoli is also going to provide us with micronutrition like vitamins and minerals, and then also some fiber. Saute this with a little bit of cherry tomato, some garlic for some added extra flavor. Then you can sprinkle it with either Parmesan cheese or nutritional yeast to add a little bit of extra fat, and then also just enhance that flavor profile even further. Number 2 is a bean and cheese quesadilla, and you could most definitely up-level the protein content on this by adding something like a shredded chicken or a ground beef. However, beans on their own are packed with that folic acid, plus they also have a good amount of both protein and fiber as well. We've also got some other ingredients in here that pack in the fats. We've got some salsa for some color and some micronutrition. Overall, a really easy and well-balanced meal. Now, this might be my absolute favorite and one that I have every single day, which is a loaded cereal parfait bowl. You can do Greek yogurt as the base, which is going to pack in that good protein content, not to mention calcium and vitamin D. We layer on some cereal that's fortified with that folate, which can get up to 300 micrograms per serving. A really great amount of folic acid coming from a food source. Top that with some berries or some fresh fruit of your choice for some additional fiber and some micronutrition, and you have yourself a well-balanced snack that packs in all of the nutrients.